Greetings, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for our latest presentation of NBA basketball. I'm Brian Anderson with Stan Van Gundy and Hall of Famer Grant Hill. Allie LaForce will be reporting from the sidelines. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Puts up a deep three. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt. Here's Vizinkov. They set the pick. Three-pointer, no good. And they're pushing it up. Shot is good by Edwards.
The first good move in a long chess match between these coaching staffs.
Yeah, now we get to see the counterplay. How you respond is half the battle out there.
Pass to Vizinkov. It's stolen. On the break. Here's De Silva. Jacks up a three. It's hauled in by Fall. Now here's Fournier. Defense is right there. Pass to Vizinkov. Fires the three. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And B.A., he takes his rebounding so seriously.
This dude is such a grinder. His teammates appreciate the effort. Just goes all out on the glass.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
Outside Fournier. Sinks the tray.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks. I caught up with the home team's head coach. We talked about star guard Trae Young, their biggest problem tonight. Coach said Young is one of the most explosive offensive guys in this league. We want to make him a volume scorer, force Trae into lower percentage looks. Should be a fascinating matchup, B.A.
All right, Allie, thanks once again.
Great run out and the pass right on target. Outstanding transition offense.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. The long distance three is buried.
Well, you know what's going to happen when he gets a good look. The defense has got to run him off the line.
Here's Papanikolaou. To the wing on the left. Zinkov. Takes the three. And Fournier gets a three. Fournier's got 8 points.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Here's De Silva. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Hanging on the rim, just showing off.
That's how you extend the glory right there. Pass to Vizinkov. From downtown, De Silva with the rebound.
All right, I'm just going to say it. He's 0 for the game. Might be time to stop shooting the ball.
There's a screen. The three. With the putback. It's good on the putback. Edwards has gotten his second bucket on the night.
Big-time effort on the glass.
And when you have a touch that soft, those tip-ins are easier to make. Fournier for three. No good. 3 for 4 in the game now. 58 seconds left in the first quarter. Ball passes to Fournier. Guarded by Edwards. Pass to Vizinkov. Here's Papanikolaou. Just 5 on the clock. The three ball. No luck on that one. Now here's Edwards. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup. He has 6.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Fournier for 3. De Silva with the rebound. Pass to Edwards. The three is up. Knocks it down from distance. Edwards got 9. And that does it for the first quarter. Up 4. And the second quarter is on its way when we return. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Well, there's no reason to take risky shots when you can collect points at the rim.
Yeah, they've made a point to get inside on this defense, and it's been working like a charm early on.
Here's Dorsey. Inside. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Outside Napier. They set the pick. Over to the left wing. Just 4 to shoot. Here he goes. And he slams it in one-handed.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel. Well, that's just excellent offense. If the defense is giving that up, you've got to take it.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. He's guarded by Napier. And he banks in the layup.
It was a rough start for them scoring the ball, but they look like now they're really finding their rhythm and flow.
This one for 3. Drills it from deep. 5 points in the game.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Kept alive. Pass to Dorsey. Here's Peters. Let's go with a 3. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Here's Evans. He's guarded by Napier. Evans, that's good. Evans has got his first 2 points.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, you got to love that kind of effort. Getting in there and fighting through the defense.
Booker. And Booker with the jam.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
That gives him the lead. Dorsey's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, after a silent first quarter, this is who they needed him to be. This is why you never count a guy out.
The 3, Booker buries it from 3.
And you'd think their lead would hold as long as they continue to shoot like this.
Here's Dorsey. 6 points for him. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
Outside Napier. Launches a 3. Not going to go that time.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Away team foul. Napier. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Dorsey. Launches it from deep. Offensive rebound. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Second team foul.
The first one falls. So he gets them both.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
And here's Napier. Still without a bucket. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Going inside, and there's contact and a whistle. So he's got 2 shots coming up. And he drops the first. Hits both from the stripe.
I love it. In attack mode, drawing foul calls this quarter and getting to the free throw line.
There's the drive.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
3-pointer. Right wing. Another shot. Oh, he missed that one. 1 for 3 in this one so far. And that'll do it for the first half. This game is tied. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
The visiting team, 31.
That one gets started at 8 p.m. Eastern Time.
I'm predicting a somewhat lopsided outcome, just saying.
Their work on the glass has been superb tonight. Chasing down every miss there, Ernie. That's their mindset.
Yeah, Thanks for tuning in.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Jacks up a 3. The shot comes out. Fournier for 3. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
And now that's a momentum builder for sure. So important in a close game.
Look at his teammates here. They love it. Plays like that gonna get them going.
Yes, some guys shrink in big moments, and some rise to the occasion.
Tipped, and he recovers it. Out to the wing. Shot clock at 6. There's a screen. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there.
Well, 4 failed attempts to start this half. Not what they wanted out of the locker room.
Driving in, and that one is stuffed right through.
All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. 2 open that time. Made it look easy. De Silva's got 5.
Well, a bit of a cold start to the second half. They need to settle down and get some better looks.
On the wing, Fournier. It's a one-on-one situation. Here's Edwards. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Hey, it's what every youth coach says. Follow your shot. This is why you do it, for those easy putbacks.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching the line on that one.
And that's 2 awful trips in a row resulting in turnovers.
Third quarter of play with just over 1.5 minutes gone by. For the lead. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
He's getting his first free throw attempts of the night now. And so he makes both from the line. Here's Fournier. He's got 11. Here's Papanikolaou. And miss after miss right now.
And the defense gets bailed out by the miss. He usually converts that.
Here's De Silva. He's got 7. Clock at 4. There's the triple. It's hauled in by Fall. Fall's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
Yeah, not at his most efficient this quarter. He's got to work on finding high percentage shots.
Fournier with the bucket. Neither team has been able to assert its dominance over the other.
Yeah, the struggle is real tonight. 7 lead changes and still in the third quarter.
And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. He has 6.
1 this half, 2 for the game. Staying active from beyond the arc.
To the inside. And he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
Great pass to hit him in stride. Love to see teammates in sync with each other.
Now here's Edwards. He's covered closely. Launches it. It doesn't go for him.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
Fournier goes in, and the shot goes in. Fournier's got 8 points in the quarter.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
And there's a pick. Takes a 3. Hits the trifecta.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
We've got 1:13 left in the third quarter. To the paint. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Way to rise to the occasion and snatch back the momentum.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
Now here's Edwards. 11 points in the game. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. 55 seconds left in the third quarter. Outside Fournier. From outside the arc. Out left to the wing. Beyond the arc. Gets the 3-ball to go. Here in the second half, this game's still nip and tuck.
Just an insane amount of lead changes. The fans are getting their money's worth.
Now here's Edwards. He's got 14. Drops in the layup for 2. Edwards got 16 points.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Guarded by Edwards. Puts it up from 12. De Silva with a rebound. De Silva's got 6 rebounds in the game. To the wing on the left. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game. Both teams putting up points in a hurry. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth.
And playing very well here in the second half. I mean, their shooting percentage is now over 50% from the field.
And the layup is good off the glass. Pass to Evans, and the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not careful there.
And this is the absolute wrong time to stop communicating. They have to get in sync.
Number 22.
Napier with it. Drains the triple.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Puts up a deep 3. It's kept alive. Pass to Evans. Second chance effort. And it's good on the layup.
And a big part of their offensive success right now is the ability to create second chance opportunities.
Outside Napier. On Thursday, and then on Monday.
First team foul. Shooting for the away team.
No good on that one.
Napier taking 2 shots.
And the second free throw is good.
And right about now, at this point in the game, there can be a massive difference between a 2- and 3-point advantage.
The deep three. Out to the right wing. Three-pointer. He's off on that one. To the wing, right side. Puts up a three. Sends it home from three-point land.
That's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D?
Here's Peters. He shoots it. That one doesn't drop. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Now Napier. Driving to the basket. Lays it up and banks it in.
And they're putting together another quality possession. They're taking control of this game.
And if you're going to pull away, now is the time to do it. Time to finish the game strong.
The shot by Evans, no good. No need to rush here. Take your time.
Take your time. This is where you can reset and try to get a good shot.
Five to shoot. There's the three. Unable to get that one. Here's Dorsey. Fires for three. The rebound by Napier.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. And there's a 3-second violation.
Substitution on the court.
Pass to Dorsey. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today, but you can't make it that obvious.
1:09 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. From the arc. He drops it from range.
It was going back and forth for a bit, but now they're certainly looking like the better team.
They still need this. No good. 43 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Puts it up. And he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron.
Leaving nothing to chance. This run shutting the door on him.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
We're going the other way.
And even when you've got some room for error, you hate to see this. Miscommunication resulting in the turnover.
Here's Evans. Lets it go from deep. De Silva with a rebound. From deep three-point land. And it's Dorsey with the rebound. And so the road team gets the W in this one. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
It's that time of the year. Happy holidays, everyone, from 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some mid-season NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. We've got the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Shoots. Fall with the rebound. There's the pick. Pass to Papa Nicolau. Shoots the three. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. A three ball. That one's in, his first shot this game.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Fournier. From deep three-point land, buries it from three-point range.
When you make a three on him, Fournier wants a little payback, and he gets it.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I was able to catch up with the head coach of the home team. When I asked him how hard it is to game plan for Paul George, he just chuckled. He said he's one of the hardest guys in the league to guard. I really challenged our team to make sure we're communicating whenever he has the ball. It will be, as always, a team-first approach to slowing down PG-13. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thanks. Shields gets an open look and hits.
And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good from deep.
Pass to Vizenkov. Wow, drew the contact, and that three almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. And the second free throw, good. And he nails the third.
You want to contest this guy's shot. But you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
Pass to Balmoro. Fires the three. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
Here's Vezenkov. Here's the three. Hands it from downtown. Vezenkov's got 6.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
That is not possible. What we just... is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter.
2 minutes remaining.
Pass to Papa Nicolau. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Drops in the tray.
Boy, major defensive lapse on that trip, leaving him all alone in three-point territory, and he drills it.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Fournier's shot is off. He's guarded by Fournier. A three-pointer off the mark. This one for 3, and he's good on the 3-ball. Fournier's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Well, you love the leap that Fournier has taken in this area. This guy a very dangerous shooter.
51 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Balmoro. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Substitution on the floor.
35 seconds left here in the first quarter. A shot by Dorsey, no good. Outside Mirotic. Pass to Brooks. Mirotic, the screen. Takes the 3. Peters grabs the miss. Now Dorsey. They set the pick. Fires from deep. That shot off. Here's Mirotic. Jacks up a 3. Hits the three-point bomb.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Leading by 5. And with if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
I think across the board, a number of guys who've done a great job guarding multiple positions.
We've got Mirotic, and it's Brooks in at the 1 spot.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Stolen by Evans. And he can't jam it through.
Oh, no excuse for a guy of his caliber. You've got to finish that slam. Got to be a little embarrassed by that.
Puts up a deep 3. McCormick with the rebound.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Here's Gozer. There's the pick. All alone. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. Evans feeling it out a bit. Hits it from three-point range. Evans has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And that's just too much space to give a shooter like him. He works to get open, but the defenders have to work harder to nullify that.
Brooks, the pass to McCormick. Just 5 to shoot. Lays it up and banks it in.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
From deep, Evans knocks down the 3-ball. Evans has got 6 points in the quarter.
This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
Mirotic's shot is off. Mirotic has gone 1 of 3 from the field here. Evans against Brooks. Evans, good. Evans has got 8 points.
What an effective, efficient offensive possession. They'd love to get that shot every trip down the floor.
There's a good screen. Out to the right wing. Mirotic the screen. And the 3-ball is good. Evans with it. He's got 8. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Quizer passes to Brooks. Here's McCormick. Here's Quizer. No scoring in this one. Pass to Brooks. 16 feet away. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Dorsey dishes to Evans. They get it back. Here's Peters, covered by Mirotic. Fires for 3. Peters with the bucket. 1:20 left in the first half of basketball. Pass to McCormick. They set the screen. Out to Brooks. And here is Mirotic. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. It's a close game here in Chicago. Brooks against Evans from downtown. No good. That miss takes him to 3 for 7. Pass to Mirotic. Puts up a 3. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
3 points.
46 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Evans. Can't connect from short range.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Great positioning on the putback.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
For 3, McCormick with the rebound. McCormick's got 4 rebounds in this game.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Leading by 4. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
Hey, Shaq, during the course of your career, you won several of these awards. That's certainly... And let's jump back now to our featured game. What a tight one so far for the visiting team. And that's all for us.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. We've got Evan Fournier, and it's Vezenkov in at the power forward position. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
To the right side. And it's off from 3-point range. Here's Fournier. D right on him. Lets it go with the three. He can't get that one to fall. An even 3-on-3 break. Six to shoot. Shields drains it from beyond the arc. He's got 9. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket. And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
The three drills the three-pointer.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Here's the screen. From the arc. No good that time. Here's Balmoro. Lets the three fly. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Offside Fournier. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Well, at 6'7", Fournier shows some hops, the impressive vertical to finish that dunk.
Lets it go from deep. They get it again. Pass to Balmoro. No good on the triple. Balmoro's gone 2 for 5, shooting 40% from the field here. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. Domantas Sabonis set the longest double-double streak in over half a century last season with 61 straight double-doubles. He said it's awesome to be mentioned with the greats. It's my job as a big man to get rebounds and to finish. At the end of the day, you're just out there trying to win. Kevin?
Thank you, David. That double-double streak was a blast to watch. Historic in so many ways. They get the rebound. For the three. Drills it from outside. Balmoro's got 5 points now in the quarter.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
For three, Fournier. Here's Fall. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Just a terrific effort on the offensive glass. That's how they're going to cut into this league.
And Greg, a dunk like that is sure to give them a spark. Shoots the three. Couldn't get it to drop. He's now made 5 of 8 shots. For three, Fournier. It's off target. He's 4 of 9 from the field.
This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots.
Takes it inside, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Well, Evan Fournier is a fundamentally sound player, and if his teammates are open, he will deliver the rock.
There's 49 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Shields score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Fournier's gone 4 of 10 here. Has 6 misses. There's 25 seconds left here in the third quarter. Shields. No good on the three.
I always like to hold for the last shot right here.
Well, that's great execution if you can do that, because it takes any chance at momentum away from your opponent.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
Fires from way outside. That shot, no good. And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the fourth. Up by 8. And we're coming right back after this. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Nice open look, but it's no good. They've got Brooks, and it's McCormick in at the 5. From deep, Evans bangs home the trifecta.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Mirotic has a wide open look. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
Boy, this guy just can't buy a bucket, and yet they have the advantage.
There's the 3. He's off on that one.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Dorsey. Connects from three-point range. Dorsey's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
And here's Mirotic from beyond the arc. Nailed from three-point land.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Here's Quizair. A three-pointer, no good. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
Brooks feeling it out a bit. Launches it. Good on the three-point shot.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Evans has gotten only 4 of his 11 shots to fall here so far. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition tape foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball.
Checking in for the away team. Shields. Balnero.
Now here's Evans. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. And it's blocked by Mirotic. And they'll get another chance. And there's the drive. And he dunks it down.
How good was Zach? Felt the taller defender on him, gave a little extra burst, and that's all it took.
Shields. It's good from long range. 20 points for him.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night.
Evans kicks to Peters. The basket good off the assist from Evans. Peters has got 4 this quarter.
And the crowd is loving this long-range bomb attack that we're seeing here tonight. Coming right back to answer a 3 with one of their own. Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Well, he makes the basics look pretty exceptional. And it's Evans missing.
If you want to cut into a lead, you have got to trust your teammates and move the ball.
Ball marked. There's 1:26 left to play in the final quarter. Clock at 6. They set the pick. From downtown, gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Miricic the screen. Here's Paul Morrow. Off target with his three.
Every second counts now. They can't wait around.
This is the very definition of desperation time. You've got to score every trip.
46 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Evans against Brooks. Lets the three fly. Good! And now they trail by just 4.
This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
Out left to the wing. Paul Morrow's shot is off.
You've got to find a way to get yourself going in some other way because hoisting from 3 is not the answer.
From the arc. Peters misses. Fires from way outside. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother them. I mean,
It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Thanks for spending Sunday evening with us. I'm Brian Anderson. With me tonight, Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, with Ali LaForce joining us courtside. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Pass to De Silva. The three. The shot, no good. Fires the three. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
The first of many tonight. Both teams have legit offensive talent.
And if everything goes to plan, this could be a very fun matchup to watch.
Hits a three-pointer.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Here's Balmaro. Outside for Brooks. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Off target from three-point range. With the drive. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
Woo, just selling the defense on the pump fake.
A little over a minute and a half into this first quarter. On target from range. 6 points for him.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
So it's the home team now. Edwards with it. To the left wing. Here's De Silva, 6 to shoot. Releases. The shot off that time. Brooks against Edwards. And there's the drive. De Silva with the rebound. Outside Edwards. Off target with the three. In transition, here they come. The three is up. No good. That's his third miss out of 5 attempts. Unloads from 13. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right iron.
And hitting from the mid-range here and early. I mean, really gives the defense just another thing to worry about.
And you don't see many teams take these shots as often anymore. It's nice to see them take advantage in this area.
1:51 left in the first. Here's the pick. Here's De Silva. Clock at 6. Pulls it from the corner. And that one off the back of the rim and in. These teams have really gone back and forth.
Yeah, 5 lead changes already. This one's going to be a battle for sure.
To the middle. They swipe it. Here we go. Here's Balmaro. And the three off target. Edwards looking it over. From deep. And he can't get that one. Edwards gone 1 for 3 on the night. Misses the three. We've got 33 seconds left to play in the first. Pass to De Silva. Over to the wing. Inside. Oh, yes! Ooh, an incredible double clutch dunk. These teams just feeling each other out.
Yeah, I love the spirit out there. Already 6 lead exchanges.
He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter, leading by 1. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Simply put, they look totally fearless on the defensive end.
Yeah, they're putting pressure on all the ball handlers, getting into the passing lanes and showing great anticipation.
Here's Mirotic. The three-pointer off the mark. Here's Napier. Nails it from 3.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
Fires the 3. Knocks it down from distance.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Pass to Booker. Fires from deep. McCormick with a rebound. And we played through the first minute here in the second. And that one's good. Mirotic.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
They set the screen. Just 5 to shoot. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. For 3. And Booker pulls it down. Lets the 3 fly. That won't go for him. Now 0 for 2. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Mirotic. Sinks it from distance. He has 6.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to...
Oh, my goodness!
Oh, I love this guy. Even when they're trailing, he works hard to put on a show.
Hey, that might be just what they need right now. He's guarded by Napier. Pass to Mirotic for 3. Count it. His 3rd and 5 attempts.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. And here's Booker.
And not often we get treated to a solo alley-oop.
Takes precision timing for sure.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Here's Mirotic. 9 points in the game. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Very consistent tonight at the offensive end. Right there, he helps fuel the fire.
There's a screen. Outside Booker. Six on the shot clock. No good with the triple. And here's Napier. Here's the 3. Buries it from 3.
You're leaving him all alone? Good luck. He's going to drill that every time.
There's 53 seconds left in the second period. He's guarded by Napier. Tries the spin move from behind the arc. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one. And they're pushing it up. Pass to McCormick. Out to the right wing. Here's Mirotic. He's guarded by Napier. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And that one's good. Mirotic. He's got 14.
Smart decision to kick it out to another guy once the defense is fixated on him in the paint.
And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Oh, he drains the 3, but let's see. They may need to review it. I'm not sure the ball was out of his hand in time.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
They're going to bring out the monitor and see if he got it off in time.
And the video is going to be sent to the officials from the replay center in Secaucus. It looked like he got it off in time, though.
So the replay was conclusive. Call overturned. Grant, that one's going to count.
And BA, you can argue against replay all you want, but at the end of the day, you want it to be a level playing field. You want the call to be correct.
And so that brings the first half to a close. They lead by 7. And we've got more action coming your way after this break.
Before we get into that, I want to know, back when you guys played, what was your favorite city to play in?
Well, Shaq played for every team in the league.
And turning our attention to the first half of our game tonight, bit of a rocky start for the home team.
They've been...
And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. On the wing, Brooks. Over Edwards. From deep 3-point range. Edwards pulls it in.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
To the wing, right side. Gets it to go from 18 feet away.
Being opportunistic, just taking what the defense allows.
Yeah, if they aren't going to take away his space from mid-range, look, he's going to continue to shoot it.
On the wing, Brooks. Shot clock at 5. Fires the 3. Off target at the rim.
Oh, man, what happened at halftime? Since then, they're 0 for 4.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Here's De Silva. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
Good on both. Here's Brooks. Yet to see a basket. Ooh, it's stolen away. In transition, here they come. Here's De Silva. Oh, that doesn't go on the chance to tie. Picked his pocket. To the left side wing. Brooks against Edwards. Pass to De Silva. 6 to shoot. Back to Edwards for the tie. Balmaro grabs the board. Edwards gone, just 1 for 4 so far. Let's go with a 3. Drains the triple. 11 points in the game.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Pass to Balmaro. They set a pick. Now Brooks, guarded by Edwards. Goes up on the wing. And it's good. Off the back rim and in. Balmaro's gotten his first points in this one.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Here's De Silva. Nails it from beyond the arc. De Silva's got 5 points now in the quarter.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Here's Brooks. Nice shot from the wing. A minute 42 left in the third quarter here. Here's De Silva. He's got 5. They set the pick. Over to the left wing. Pass to Edwards. Oh, Brooks with the steal. And here's the fast break. Lets it go from deep. On target from range. Balmaro's got 5 now.
Good decision making. Scopes the situation, puts the pass right on the mark.
De Silva misses the follow-up.
Just an ugly show from him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped.
Pass to Brooks. Spins. From downtown. That one no good. They're doing what they can do to mount a comeback.
And BA, they don't have to get it all back at once. Just focus on making every possession count.
Here's Balmaro, and that's an intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Substitution on the court.
.26 seconds left in the third. Five on the clock. The offensive rebound. Fires the 3. Counted from distance.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Outside Booker. Looking to win the run. The shot, no good.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistently.
Well, through 3 quarters. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. The 3 ball. They grabbed their own miss. They had a number of cracks at it. Just came away empty-handed. Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul.
Shooting for the away team.
He's guarded by Napier. Pass to Mirotic. Puts up a 3. Good. And that makes him 6 for 9. A quality game for him so far.
They've had a hard time shutting down the three-point shot.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
He drops it from range.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
And stolen by Napier. Cuts off the pass. Pass to Mirotic. Lets the three fly. And Booker pulls it down. Booker's got rebound number 5 here tonight. It's scooped up. Outside Napier. Jacks up a 3. Hits a three-pointer.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
Pass to McCormick. Plenty of space. And Booker pulls it down. Booker's got 6 rebounds in the game. To the paint. 4-3. And Booker pulls it down. Booker's got rebound number 7 tonight. Takes a 3. Fires in the triple.
Such an effective shooter. If you lose track of him defensively, he's going to make you pay.
Outside Napier. And there's the lob. Another steal. Here's Mirotic. There's the 3. And score it. That now makes him 7 for 11 in this game.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Got a piece of it and stolen by Napier. And they're running. Launches a 3. Good. That's his 5th bucket in 9 attempts.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. From the arc. Sinks the tray.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go on to the next. Gotta at least show a little heart out here.
Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot, but when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better, you'll take it.
Lets it fly. Good on the jump shot. McCormick's got his first points of the night.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
And he's going for the oop here. 46 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark. Here's the break. They get it back. Controls the rebound and the putback. To the inside.
And just not enough time for them to get back in this game.
Yeah, they got to be disappointed with this result.
Just let the clock run out.
Hey, it's time to celebrate.
Here's Mirotic. Here's McCormick. Off on that one. And so the road team gets the W in this one. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can beat.
Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. We've got the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Evan Fournier, and it's Papa Nicolau in at the 3.
And drawing first blood, you know coach likes that momentum out of the gate.
Well, for us, it'll be interesting. Can they keep that kind of pace up all game long?
That one goes in.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around it.
And here's Fournier. To the middle. Here's Vezenkov. Can't get it to fall. Outside Edwards. With the shot. That one off the back iron and out. Fournier against Edwards. Poke loose. Outside Fournier. Second shot opportunity. They get it back. Pass to Vezenkov. Beyond the arc. Drops in the tray. Vezenkov's got 6 points.
Fournier not just looking for his shot. Nice pass.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Plenty of daylight on that shot.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitors.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Hands of the ball out of bounds. Fournier last touched it. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
The teardrop falls in.
Good clean look from Fournier. Got the instincts to just drop that kind of floater in.
If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Fades and shoots. Rebounded by Papa Nicolau.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Fournier out there as a floor spacer, someone who's going to stretch out the defense and give everybody room to operate, make their jobs a little bit easier.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I was able to catch up with the head coach of the home team. And when I asked Coach about his top priority of this game, he said, without hesitating, containing Sabonis. He added, he's a skilled low-post player who plays with a lot of power. And when he's not scoring, he's making plays for his teammates. So the defense has its work cut out for them. Guys?
Thank you, David. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lucic. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. 1:49 left here in the opening quarter. Fournier for 3. That one doesn't go.
He's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
Pass to De Silva. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Got to hold firm or you're going to get a call.
Here's Fournier. 1:22 left to play in the first quarter. Picked his pocket. Lucic. Here's De Silva. Fires the 3. It's good from long range. He has 6.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Outside Fournier. Scores for only the second time tonight. Now 2 for 6 from the field.
And the footwork from Fournier was really nice there.
44 seconds left in the first quarter. Edwards can't hit.
That's not going to make you a favorite target of your teammates. They'll think twice about feeding you if you're going to keep missing layups.
Fournier passes to fall. Edwards defending. Intercepted. And here's the fast break. Lucic gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Fournier's shot is off. He got it up. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Up by 1. And we'll get things started in this. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
Good work there as it goes. Napier's got his first points in this one.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Dorsey passes to Peters. Shot clock at 6. That 3 off the mark. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Evans kicks to Peters. Fires the 3. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
Giffey. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
Away team ball.
We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Now Dorsey, scoreless thus far. Pass to Evans. And the dunk by Evans.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Out to the wing. Six on the shot clock. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. Quarter 2, and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Peters misses. Bangs home the trifecta. Guys, 7 times the lead has changed hands here now.
Yeah, and that number should easily top double figures before it's over.
This one for 3. Cranes it from beyond the arc. Dorsey's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation. When the player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard them and where your point of commitment is.
A three. Buries the long-range jumper. He has 6.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
Pulls it up. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Dorsey's got 5 points so far. Ball stolen. They set the pick. Launches a 3. That one, no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Free throw good, Booker. Both free throws good from Booker. There's 47 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's Dorsey. 5 points in the game. Ripped away. Pass to Napier. Lobbed up there for Booker. And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
He takes it in. 5 to shoot. De Silva, no good. Now Dorsey. And that one drops. Dorsey's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Good.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Up by 2. We'll take a quick break that gets you back to the action.
Thanks for joining us. Now let's talk.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Pass to De Silva. Here's the 3. Connects from three-point range. De Silva's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. They've got Fall, and it's Vezenkov in at the 4-man position. Fournier, that's for 2. He doesn't hit that one.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
And the layup's good off the glass. 6 points for him.
Nice job creating for the easy deuce.
Edwards defending. About 1 minute played here in the second half. Here's Papanikolaou, and he jams it with authority.
You've got to love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. There's a screen. Edwards inside. Nice move. Whips in the dunk off the timely pump fake.
Defensive breakdown there, no doubt about it. I mean, he's a guy you have to be focused on defensively.
Outside Fournier. Nailed from three-point land. Fournier's got 8 points.
He's got the long-range motion going now. Fournier for 3.
A tight game here in Utah. Back to Edwards. Here's the break. They get a hand on it. To the wing on the left. Here's Vezenkov. He's got 6.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Shoots. De Silva with the bucket. De Silva's got his second basket of the night.
Well, great start. Check that box. They've made their first 4 shots, guys, and the offense looking very fluid right now.
Out to the right wing. Pass to Fall. Here's Vezenkov. That shot missing. There's the screen. Puts up a 3. And it's Vezenkov with the rebound. Outside Fournier. The 3. Got a hand on it.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Fall with the rebound. There's 1:34 left in the third quarter. Fournier for 3. Unable to get that one. To the left side wing. Lucic. And it's Vezenkov with the rebound. Vezenkov's got 4 rebounds now tonight. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Defense has got to be better. Flat-out effort was not there.
Jacks up a 3. De Silva with the bucket. De Silva's got 8 points.
And you're asking for more trouble than you can handle if you're going to let him just roam free from beyond the arc.
Outside Fournier. Another shot. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
And he makes the first. And he makes both free throws. 34 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Napier. And it's good for 2. Now here's Fournier. Tight defense on him. Here's Vezenkov. No good with the layup. An even 3-on-3 break. 3-pointer. Doesn't go that time. For 3, Fournier. And he...
The officials will have 2 minutes to review the play.
And not so fast. The officials are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the fourth.
And the footage relayed to the officials from the replay center in Secaucus, I think he got it off in time. The replay...
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. They lead by a bucket. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed. And you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Well, sometimes that's what can separate some of the best players, not just creating for yourself, but creating for others as well.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. 3-pointer. Not going to go that time. Now here's Evans. Napier covering.
Napier. First personal foul. First team foul.
Now Dorsey. That puts them in the lead.
Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
Over to the left wing. Giffey sinks the three-pointer. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
Evans up top. Napier covering. Pass to Dorsey. Evans outside. Clock at 6. They set the pick. Takes the three. No good. Shot missing. A three ball. No good that time.
Really excellent defense there. They know he's capable of knocking it down from the outside, and they could not have played him better.
Pass to Peters. Evans feeling it out a bit. Here's Peters from outside the arc. Good on the triple. Peters has got his first 3 points of the game.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
And sometimes as a point guard, you gotta take things into your own hands.
Yeah, right. It's okay to be selfish when you have a chance like that.
Well, if he's calling his own number, there's a reason for it. There you respect the decision-making from him out there.
Giffey, and they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
Oh, how about the up fake there, Kev? Worked like a charm and gave him a clear lane to the basket.
GA, that is one of the prettiest moves out there if you can pull it off, and he did. Here's Napier, and a great assist by Booker as that one goes in.
Well, that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference, not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Here's Dorsey. There's the drive. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
That's an excellent play call to free him up from the defense.
Well, taking advantage of that opportunity, it does not get any more high percentage than that one.
Drills it from outside.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
Second team foul. Now into the lineup for your home team. Number 22, Edwards.
1:27 left here in the fourth quarter. Edwards against Evans. Here's Milutinov, and he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Well, both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. It's going to be a high-scoring affair tonight. That one stings there. Hurts so much more to turn the ball over, especially with how tight the game is.
Evans against Edwards. Evans kicks to Dorsey. His three-pointers off the mark. Plenty of drama in this one so far.
Yeah, don't be surprised if it isn't decided until the final buzzer. Remember that one, guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
It's stolen by Edwards. All by himself. Out to the wing. They swipe it. Ahead, here's Dorsey. Count it! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Really heads up there. A play where you locate the best open pass and then you get it there for an easy bucket.
Evans against Edwards. No good from outside.
Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
Nope. Every opportunity here have to have flawless execution.
Here's Dorsey. And there's the drive. Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game.
And that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Seven seconds left to play here in the fourth. Here's Edwards. Good!
Edwards.
Knocks it loose. And so the home crowd treated to a win. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish.
And now, 2K Sports brings you Thursday night in the NBA. This is Brian Anderson, joined courtside by Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Our reporter tonight, Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Pass to Balmaro. Down low. And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
Such confidence as a passer. He hits guys in stride. It makes it look easy.
Outside Fournier. Here's Vezinkov. Here's Fall. Left side Fournier. Clock at 6. Goes back up. Offensive rebound. And there's the screen. No good. Not a friendly rim at all this trip down.
A very sluggish start on offense. 4 attempts with nothing to show for it.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. It's hauled in by Fall.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they retain possession.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Now here's Fournier.
I mean, just a tough start. Missing their first 5 shots.
Three-pointer, no good. Fournier covering. Pass to Balmaro. Ooh, stolen by Fournier. Fast break, here we go. Basket's good.
Great teamwork on that drive. Punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Plenty of daylight on that shot.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Here's Vizinkov, and there's a pick. Fires for 3. That one is off.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Puts up a deep 3. It's hauled in by Fall. Outside Fournier. Three-pointer. That's no good. He's 0 for 4.
You know, he just has not been himself this period. Just too inconsistent up and down at the offensive end.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
It's so tough to defend threes on the break, but you got to find a way.
And we're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. He's got 6.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Pass to Balmaro. From deep. Pure from three-point range.
Oh, it's just raining threes for them early.
Lighting it up from outside. Hard to keep up with this.
Fournier for 3. That one's off. He's 1 for 6.
He's lost his rhythm completely this quarter, but he's determined to stay after it. The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
1:16 left in the opening quarter. Here's Papanikolaou. Here's Fall. Ooh, powered down with both hands.
Just great energy on the offensive glass. That's exactly how you cut into a lead.
Boy, a slam like that is sure to give them a spark.
Which is a spark they desperately need. They've got to ramp up the intensity.
And he jams it home with authority.
Oh, nothing soft about that.
Was not going to be denied. Just took the dunk that was right in front of him.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Gets the 3 ball to go. Fournier's got his second basket of the night.
That's Fournier's specialty. The long-distance bomb that really hand-ties defenses.
Three-pointer. He buries it from 3.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide open looks at the three-point shot, but it seems like they have just not figured it out.
Pass to Fall. Here's Vizinkov. And here they come. With nobody on him, he buries that jumper.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
And as we welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
Here's McCormick. The three. The shot no good. Here's Dorsey. Sends it home from three-point land.
Too much space on the perimeter. There needs to be a little more energy from the defense.
Launches it. No good on the shot.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
I like that. Punch it inside. You usually end up with a good shot and or get fouled.
Knocks down the long J.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
Here's Mirotic. Here's the three. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Brooks. Takes the three. No luck on that one. To the wing on the left. Here's Peters. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Pass to Mirotic. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
There's a screen. Here's Evans. Ooh, a two-handed power slam.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
And that one's good for Brooks.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
They get the rebound. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Oh, swiped away. And here's the fast break. The three. Here's Dorsey. And that one's good. A nice job on the glass as they picked up 2 on the second effort.
They didn't do themselves any favors with their shooting in the first quarter, but they're starting to pick it up now.
Sometimes, for whatever reason, a lot of times you don't know why. It takes a little while to work the knots out, but looks like they're putting it together right now.
Three-pointer, Brooks. They get it again. Drops in the 3. 6 points for him.
Kick to the outside, heads-up play, cognizant of the entire floor.
For 3, McCormick with a rebound.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's the shot he typically makes.
Here's Mirotic. No good on the 3. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Evans. The quick look, no good that time. But Grant, it's obvious who's been in control of this game.
You know, you really have to appreciate their relentlessness.
We've got 13 seconds left in the second period. Just 5 on the clock. This one for 3. Doesn't go that time. That'll do it for the first half. They lead by 13. And time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.
As a team, you love a night like this when the game feels simple. Pass, shoot, score, repeat.
And looking at the players. Thanks for joining us.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it's been a runaway. Here's Balmaro. Fournier covering. With the crossover. The rebound by Vezenkov. The three is up. Knocks down the triple.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
From outside the arc. And that basket makes him 5 for 10. Steady production so far.
Hard to win games when you allow clean looks from the perimeter.
You're exactly right. I mean, those come back to bite you every time, just like it's biting them now.
Here's Balmaro. It's an even 3-on-3 break. Oh, wasted no time on that one. He's got 18.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Outside Fournier. There's the triple. The shot misses. Fournier's gotten only 2 of his 8 attempts from the floor. Stolen. Pass to Vezenkov. Fires from deep. Drills it from deep. Vezenkov's got his first 3 points of the game.
Love to see that kind of activity. He just makes things happen.
And now around 2 minutes going by in this half. Offensive board. Connects from downtown. He's got 21.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
Now Fournier. 6 points for him. Inside, here's Fall. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Although Fournier is known primarily for his shooting, he's a team player who also looks to distribute to his teammates.
And Grant, while we want the officials to get it right, I'm sure the league would like to shorten that time officials are at the table.
Tell me about it. You wonder if a time limit should be instituted. If they can't figure it out after a minute or so, just go with how it was called on the floor.
Here's Balmaro. And the three-pointer goes. Balmaro's got 6 points.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
Pass to Vezenkov. Beyond the arc. That shot missing. Vezenkov's got 1 3-pointer tonight so far in 4 tries. From the high post. And, yep, it's good. Balmaro's got 5 points now this quarter. It's been a devastating night for them. Nothing has come easy, Grant.
Nothing indeed. Even when they've tried to make adjustments, it just hasn't worked.
The shot by Fournier, no good. Fournier's gone, only 2 of 7 from outside the arc. The 3 is up. The rebound by Vezenkov. Vezenkov's got 4 rebounds now. Outside Fournier. Fires from deep. And he goes in for the dunk.
Crashes the glass with authority, then puts it back strong.
Next level, man. This guy's just going out and making a play.
Yep, he stayed with it all the way. and got his reward at the end. Boy, what a quarter for him. I mean, he's found his rhythm, and he's really riding that wave right now.
Pass to Vizenkov. There's 47 seconds left to play in the third quarter here. Vizenkov's gone 1 of 5 on three-point tries. There's the screen. Gets the three to fall. 26 points for him.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Now here's Fournier. He's got 6. And that one's good. Vizenkov's got his second bucket of the night.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
There's the triple. Hits the trifecta.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Launches it. He drops it from range. Vizenkov's got 9. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. They lead by 18. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist to the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that, Don. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest.
The officials were right on top of that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling. Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
Pass to McCormick. And here comes the break. The ball's knocked loose. It's a one-on-one situation. Mirotic can't get it to go. It's 2-on-1. Takes the 3. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Good things come to those who hustle. He creates the second chance opportunity.
Takes a 3. The shot won't fall. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Here's the pick. Here's Peters. Off the mark there with a 3. Here's the break. Pass to Dorsey from downtown. McCormick with a rebound. McCormick's got his 4th rebound in this one. Kept alive. Mirotic. Tries the spin move. 6 to shoot. Launches a 3. Fires in the triple.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on D.
Pulls it from 20. And it's Dorsey with the rebound.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
For 3. And that one is hammered home.
Making the most of that possession. Unwilling to give up on the play.
Brooks with it. Shot on the wing. Can't hit that one. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. A quick shot there. It's off target. Here's Mirotic. The 3. Sinks the tray.
Defensive mix-up there. He's the last guy you want to leave open.
Pass to Dorsey. Let's go with a three. Connects from downtown.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
Lets it go. Lets it go from deep. Outside for Brooks. Beyond the arc. On target from range.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Driving inside. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
I think we can say that shot is well within his range.
Yeah, let's hope so.
Yeah, and especially when he caps it off with the steady one-hand jam.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Here's Mirotic. Can't connect from 14. All right, Grant, do you feel the non-superstars are making the money they should?
Well, BA, it's a topic in every CBA negotiation. But I think we're trending in the right direction. But it seems like there's always more work to be done.
4 on the clock. McCormick with a rebound. Snatched away. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam. 44 seconds left in the fourth. Brooks, the pass to McCormick. There's a screen. Five to shoot. To the middle. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over.
Away team ball. Into the lineup for your home team, number 31, Siobhan Shields.
20 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Here's Dorsey. From the arc. The shot that time not on target. Fires away from way outside. He connects. And so the home crowd treated to a win. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team.
It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. Along with Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Hall of Famer David Aldridge will be joining us from the sidelines moments from now. We've got the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors.
And the fireworks begin. Should be an amazing show tonight.
Yeah, and it's important to get that first score quickly and establish your game.
Pass to Balmoro. They set the pick. A steal. And now the fast break. Edwards with the ball. Knocks down the three ball.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I was able to catch up with the head coach of the home team. Now, I talked with him about the challenges of guarding someone like Trae Young. Coach said, as soon as he crosses half court, you got to be on him. I told our guys, no separation. Of course, this defense will have to be very aggressive if they hope to stop Trae. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Takes a three, buries it from three-point range.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Here's Balmoro to the paint. There's a screen. Brooks, the pass to Balmoro. Shot clock at 6. Lets it go with a three. De Silva with the rebound.
Yeah, he hasn't been at his best this quarter. I'd like to see him be a little more patient right now.
Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rim. Into the lane, uses the glass to finish the layup. He has 5.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
And the three ball is good.
Well, coaches will take that any day. Don't pass up open threes like that.
They set the screen. Fires from 18. That's good on the jump shot.
Number 7, the assist.
They can get back in front with some points right here.
Yeah, they got behind, but really hung in there and didn't let the score get out of hand.
Pass to Balmoro. And here comes the break. Got a piece of it. One-on-one fast break. And here's Brooks from outside. De Silva with the rebound. There's 1:26 left in the first quarter. Edwards' shot is good.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Shields tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish.
A power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. Here's De Silva. Gets the three-pointer to fall. De Silva's got 5.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Yeah, 3 turnovers so far, and the real issue is the fact that they're unforced, too careless with the basketball.
There's 37 seconds left to play in the first. To the wing right side. There's the triple. Can't hit that one. There's 21 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Paul Morrow's shot is off. Pushing it up.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
First personal foul. First team foul.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. There's 10 seconds left to play here in the first. Good if it goes. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And we reached the end of the first quarter. Up 8. And we'll be back in just... And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
I know it's early, but all those three-pointers, boy, do they add up.
And with each made three, their confidence continues to build. Their opposition might want to change their approach to try to slow them down. Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
From past the arc, hands it from downtown.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Here's McCormick, banked in off the glass.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
And I can tell you from experience, these are the types of things that drive coaches crazy.
Pass to Booker. Shot clock at 5. Giffey. And that one is hammered home.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one. The defense has to be better there.
Driving inside. Inside, here's Booker. And it's a great finish!
Oh, my.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
Well, after a silent first quarter, this is who they needed him to be. This is why you never count a guy out.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Booker. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Pass to Mirotic. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. On Sunday, then on Friday.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together.
Good on both.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
Booker outside. Pass to Napier. And the layup falls. Napier's got his first points of the night.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Here's McCormick. Outside Mirotic. It's tipped. Booker outside. Here's Napier. Good. A nice assist from Booker. Napier's got 5 points in the quarter.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement. And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Let's go. That's a miss. He's made one and missed one. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. But Trey. Booker pulls it in. On the clock and stolen by Mirotic. Pass to McCormick. Swiped away. And they're on the break. Fires for three. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Agile play to get his hand in there and get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
A three for Mirotic. His second miss, now 2 of 4 on the game. They set the pick. Giffey hits it from three-point range. He has 5.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the result.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. There's 14 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. 6 to shoot. Out left to the wing. Pass to McCormick. From outside, off the mark. And we finished one half of basketball. They lead by 14. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
Thanks for tuning in. Well,
when contributions off the bench make this big of an impact, it leaves the team feeling good. It's a morale builder, guys.
And guys, let's take a moment to recognize the top performer for each squad thus far.
A battle at the power forward spot. Both of these guys are taking this.
And that'll do it for halftime. We send you.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Shields misses the three.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts. 12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
For three, trains the three-pointer.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The shot. And some very quick points for him on that possession. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Pass to De Silva. Clock is at 3. Fires from deep. Good on the three-point shot. De Silva's got 8.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooting.
Shields. They get it again. Brooks outside. Shields. Off with the layup. Guys, they've really built a nice lead here.
And doesn't show any sign of slowing down.
Pass to De Silva. Lucic. From deep. De Silva No good.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
There's the pick. The three. Paul Morrow, that's good. He's got 6.
And that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Pass to Edwards. Nice fake with the layup off the mark.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Offensive rebound. Here's Balmore. Second chance shot, and the jumper is good. Balmore's got his 3rd basket of the night. Balmore's gone 3 for 4 here from the field. Outside Edwards. And oh, here we go. Brooks got it, the fast break chance. Scooped up. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Well, and it took a terrific effort at both ends to sustain this run.
Yeah, it's normally the defense that fuels a comeback, but let's see how much they have left in the tank.
We've got 1:08 left to play here in the 3rd. He was all alone on that one.
Well, you know what's going to happen when he gets a good look. The defense has got to run him off the line.
Pass to De Silva. No good, unable to end this run. Fires it up. Wide open shot is on the money.
Wow, has he flipped the switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
There's the pick. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And that bucket should stop the bleeding.
24 seconds left to play in the 3rd. Pulls up. Basket number 5 goes in. He's now 5 of 12 from the floor.
Can you even believe this is the same guy? What a difference here in the second half.
And the 3 off target. And at the close of the 3rd quarter, still a close game, and both teams putting up points in a hurry. They lead by 3. And how about a look now at our assist to the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of the game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
Well, that is what coaches want from their point guard. Set others up, play the game the right way.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the 4th quarter could have even more action in store for us. A 3 hits the 3-point bomb.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Fires the 3, sinks the triple.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a 3-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Down low. Quizer passes to Mirotic. 6 on the shot clock. There's Quizer. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Pass to Napier. And here's Booker. Over to the wing. A quick shot there, and it's off target. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. It's good.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
Napier feeling it out a bit. Shot clock at 6. Fires for 3. No good on that one. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Here's Quizier. Off target from three-point range.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
Well, the first thought from the D there was to protect the rim, so good idea to take the 3 in transition.
A 3 for Mirotic. The shot will not fall.
Well, I've been here before. You're looking to get back in the game, but desperation threes are not the way to do it.
Count that bucket. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter.
Remaining in the game, 2 minutes.
Napier covering. Back to Mirotic. And Mirotic throws it down.
Well, that's what you want. Get him the ball and see if he can close the gap.
Ball's knocked loose. Fast break. Here we go. There's Quizier. 1:31 left in the fourth quarter of this one. If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
Giffey. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the little pump fake. A 3-pointer off the mark.
Just enough coverage to bother that 3-point attempt.
Launches a 3. That shot, no good.
This has reached desperation time for him.
It's not going to be easy now. They're going to need just about everything to go right from this point on.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
Well, you know this is when they lean on him, and he delivers with a much-needed score.
Here's the screen. Booker outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Takes a 3. The shot, no good.
Well, you like the competitive mindset there, trying to answer right back. It just didn't fall.
They've got to take the first good shot they can find.
Yeah, and it basically all comes down to this. If they come away empty here, this one's pretty much over.
It's good! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
To the right side. Latrey knocks down the 3.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. They seem to relish